I'm reading Judges in the JPS translation, and I am on Judges 4. Lord, I just ask you to give me eyes to see and ears to hear as I read through your word, Lord. Amen. The Israelites again was offensive to the Lord. Ehud now being dead, and the Lord surrendered them to the king Jabin of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. His army commanders of Caesar, whose base was Harosheth the Goyim. The Israelites cried out to the Lord, for he had 900 iron chariots, and he had oppressed Israel ruthlessly for 20 years. Deborah, wife of Lapidoth, was a prophetess who led Israel at the time. She used to sit under the palm of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites would come to her for decisions. She summoned Barak, son of Abinoam of Kadesh in Naphtali, and said to him, "The Lord, the God of Israel, has commanded, go, march up on Mount Tabor, and take with you 10,000 men of Naphtali of Zebulun, and I will draw Caesar, Jabin's army commander, with his chariots and his troops toward you up to the Wadi Kishon, and I will deliver him into your hands." But Barak said to her, "If you will go with me, I will go. I will go. If not, I will not go." "Very well, I will go with you," she answered. "However, there will be no glory for you in your course you are taking, for the Lord will deliver Sisera in the hands of the woman." So Deborah went with Barak to Kadesh. Barak then mustered Zebulun and Naphtali of Kadesh. 10,000 men marched up after him, and Deborah so went up with him. Now Heber and Kenite had separated from the other Kenites. Descendants of Hobab, father-in-law of Moses, had pitched his tent in Elon Bezanai, which is near Kadesh. Caesar was informed that Barak, son of Abi, had gone to the Mount Tabor. So Sisera ordered all the chariots, 900 iron chariots, and all the troops he had to move from Harosheth Goyim to the Wadi Kishon. Oh my goodness. When Deborah said to Barak, "Up, this is the day in which the Lord will deliver Sisera into your hands. The Lord was marching before you." Barak charged down Mount Tabor, followed by 10,000 men, and the Lord threw Sisera and all the chariots and army into a panic before the onslaught of Barak. Sisera leaped from the chariot and fled on foot, as Barak pursued the chariots and the soldiers as far as Hasher Kadgim. After Sisera's soldiers fell by the sword, not a man was left. Sisera, meanwhile, had fled on foot to the tent of Jael, wife of Heber of the Kenite, for this friendship between King Jabin and Hazar and the family of the Kenite. For there was a friendship between them. Jael came out to greet Sisera and said to him, "Come in, my lord. Come in here. Do not be afraid." So he entered the tent, and she covered him with the blanket. He said to her, "Please let me have some water. I'm thirsty." She opened the skin of milk and gave him a drink, and she covered it again. He said to her, stand at the entrance of the tent. If anybody comes in and asks you if anybody is here, you say no. Then Jael, wife of Heber, took the tent pin, grasped the mallet, and fastened it Then Jadar, wife of Heber, took the tent pin and grasped the mallet. When he was fast asleep from exhaustion, she approached him stealthily and drove a pin through his temple till it went down to the ground. Thus he died. Oh my goodness. Now Barak appeared in pursuit of Sisera. Jael went out to greet him and said, "Come, I will show you the man you are looking for." He went inside with her, and there Sisera was laying dead with a pin in his temple. On the day God subdued King Jabin of Canaan before the Israelites. On that day, God subdued King Jabin, of the Israelites. The hand of the Israelites bore harder and harder for King Jabin in Canaan until they destroyed King Jabin of Canaan.